The end of an era for Scotland as the SNP prepares to announce who will replace Nicola Sturgeon as its new leader today.
A clean-up operation is taking place at Poole Harbour in Dorset after a leak from an onshore oil field.
Severe weather is hampering the recovery operation in Mississippi after tornadoes killed at least 25 people.
In sports, Arrivederci Antonio. With just 10 games of the Premier League season remaining, confirmation Conte leaves Tottenham.
Rishi Sunak will outline his plans to tackle antisocial behaviour in a speech later today. The proposals for England and Wales include making people found guilty of crimes such as vandalism or graffiti swiftly clear up the damage that they've caused. Nitrous oxide, also known as laughing gas, also faces a ban under government proposals.
And later in the programme, we will be speaking to the Policing Minister, Chris Philp, about these plans.
It's 12 minutes past 6. Work has started to protect a vulnerable stretch of coastline in the east of England, which has been severely damaged by erosion in the last few weeks.
About 2,000 tonnes of granite is being placed along the 40-metre section of a cliff in Hemsby in Norfolk. 5 homes at risk of falling into the sea there were recently demolished, and another was moved inland. Great Yarmouth Borough Council has said rock is a temporary solution. Let's have a look at today's papers, shall we? Starting with the Eye, which is one of several papers leading on the government's illegal migration bill, which returns to the Commons today. It says ministers might have to make concessions to stave off a revolt from up to 60 Tory MPs who want to toughen up the controversial law, which aims to stop small boats crossing the Channel.
The Daily Telegraph, it leads on government plans to crack down on rough sleepers, who it says are causing public distress as part of its antisocial behaviour crackdown. The move could target people who are blocking shop doorways, asking for money at cash machines or leaving their belongings on pavements.
The Guardian is running an exclusive story about NHS spiralling staff shortages. The paper says it's seen internal documents that says the health service is currently running with 154,000 fewer full-time staff than it needs.
And The Times features a story on raw sewage being dumped into rivers and coastal areas across England more than 300,000 times in the last year. That's despite a fall in the overall numbers.
What's on Monday's front pages? Let's find out. The Metro references another name for nitrous oxide, hippie crack, it says, in its coverage of the government's announcement that it intends to ban laughing gas to try to tackle antisocial behaviour. More of the measures are on the front of the Telegraph, this time a crackdown, it says, on begging. The Express reports that would-be Conservative rebels are urging Rishi Sunak to close every legal loophole that would allow bodies like the European Court of Human Rights to quash the deportation of migrants from the UK. Also on migration, the Eye's headline, Sunak moves to calm Tory nerves ahead of crunch vote on small boats. Today's Mirror reports that while in discussions with a fake South Korean company, one of the things the former Chancellor Kwasi Kwarteng promised for his £10,000 fee was access to the former Prime Minister Boris Johnson. While potentially embarrassing for Mr Kwarteng, it's worth saying nothing would be illegal. The Guardian has seen an internal NHS document suggesting the health service is currently running with 154,000 fewer staff than is necessary to operate properly, and that figure could exceed 570,000 by 2036.